Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kia Simone, and I have returned from hiding to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. So, yes, I skipped last week. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But I'm back today with a double header. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not really gonna recap last week's episode. I'm just going to address some key points in that episode because see what had happened was, I skipped last week because no, I could not deal. Okay. I could not reasonably or respectfully recap this ridiculousness. So I just had to go on with my life. Okay. Rather than subject y'all to how uncivilized I can be, I said, I'm going to go sit down in the corner. I'm going to give myself a minute. I'm going to blink a while, and then I'm going to come back and talk about it, okay? If nothing else, this episode definitely served to prove that there is power in words, because they call this episode Big Depressed Energy, BDE. And it definitely gave that off. It left me feeling stressed and depressed. And I really just didn't want to deal. I just didn't want to deal. But I'm here. I'm back. Okay. Let's just get into it. At the beginning of the episode, you have Kimmy coming into Tisha's room. They're at the end of their Vegas trip. Everybody's packing up, getting ready to leave and go back home. And this is, of course, the morning after Marceau has refused to renew his vows. So Kimmy comes in the room and she's all, oh my God, I didn't expect that. Are you okay? How are you feeling? Let me just address this real quick. Kimmy didn't come in that room to check on Tisha because Tisha's her sister-in-law and she cares about Tisha. This is one of those opportunities where you realize that you have a position with this person that makes you the only party that's probably going to get the tea. And so now what you're going to do is play your position. You're going to play that hand you were dealt. So now you're in there playing the whole sister-in-law role like you're so, oh my God, I can't believe it. Are you okay? Let me support you. You just want the tea. Okay. Furthermore, I get the feeling that neither of those Scott marriages are happy. Kimmy literally came in this room to give Tisha advice about how to maintain and manage being in a marriage with a Scott man who is not attentive. Like, girl, y'all need to join hands and go find help. Okay? Next, Tiff visits Mel. There was so much wrong with this meeting. I can do this without cursing. I can do this without cursing. Okay. Tiffany visits Mel at her office. She's following up with Mel about Mel's request for interns to help her with her business. She has tried to call Mel since their return from Vegas to no avail. Mel has not answered or returned her calls, so she's now meeting Mel at her office. They talk about, and I'm not sure exactly what order this all happened in, okay? They talked about the Mel, Tiffany, Destiny dynamic and the confrontation that happened between Destiny and Tiffany in Vegas. And Mel is taking this opportunity to apologize for Destiny. And I can't believe she threatened to drag you and this, that, and the third. Mel, mind your business. Mind your business and be quiet. If you felt the need to apologize to Tiffany for Destiny, why did you not feel the need to apologize to Destiny for Tiffany? What is the difference? So when Tiffany brings up that she and Destiny are going to go out and have drinks or dinner or something to try to work on their own friendship, Mel is threatened by that. So she goes into saying, yeah, I think that'll be great because, Destiny was making comments about, I guess that's your new bestie and, and things like that. Like, I just threw her away. So Literally at the moment that this woman tells you that these two are going to go try to work on their issues, you go to throw more salt back in the game. Gotcha. We already knew, though. That's what your bitter ass does. That's just what you do. So Tiffany takes this opportunity to address the fact that, well, listen, yeah, all that aside, I was trying to follow up with you about those interns you had asked for that you are now not answering the phone for. So she, yeah, I know, and I'm so sorry. The whole Vegas trip it was awful, and it just ruined my vibrations, and it brought me all the way down. You ruined the trip. So please shut the hell up. Shut the entire hell up, okay? Not only that, this is how unprofessional Mel is. You are so unprofessional that the request for the interns was just to look like you're about business and to give this image that, you are this growing brand. That's what that request was about. So when it's time now for the rubber to meet the road, you got all these excuses. And, the Vegas, everything becomes about Martell. Martell is the scapegoat in your life. Why are you having a business conversation and it becomes all about your personal issues? I would never do business with her. I am so sorry. It is disgusting, okay? Every time you fail to meet your own agenda, you turn around with all these issues you got. Nobody has time, okay? Because it's business, not personal. Martell visits Lewis and takes his son for some baseball training. He uses this opportunity to tell Lewis that he's thinking about going to Mel with a conversation of wanting full custody of the kids. One thing I learned about Lewis is Lewis got good sense. Lewis has good sense and he knows how to tread lightly. So what he's done, he took this opportunity to creep up on, you bet not do that. You sound dumb and that ain't the best thing for the kids. But since you insist and we know you gonna do that, I'm just gonna ask that when you approach her with a cool head. Okay? Okay. So then we get to the two big table scenes of this episode. The Scotts all go to dinner. So you got Kimmy and Maurice, Tisha and Marceau at dinner together. They bring up Marceau and his depression issue. Okay. Marceau first starts to deflect and he's making it about, basically he's just stretched out over all these projects. And he doesn't want to see a therapist. He doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to be, and don't get me wrong. Yes, all of that is real. Yes, all of those are reactions of people who deal with depression. However, Marceau is the king of manipulation. I don't care what anybody says. Marceau is using the term depression as a weapon of manipulation. Okay? And I say that because, number one, I believe Marceau is overworked with a lack of work-life balance and a belief that he knows everything. It feels like depression, but it ain't depression. It's a self-made trap. Very similar, but it ain't the same. This is where he really lost me. When Marceau told Tisha, when Tisha asked, what can I do to help you? And he said, you can listen more. And she said, okay, I'll just listen. I won't say nothing. Because when I say something to you and you're getting ready to say something and I say something and after I say something, you still say what you were getting ready to say before I said what I said, it makes me feel like what I said didn't matter. So, Tisha having an opinion and voicing her opinion is the root of you being depressed and not feeling heard. So once you express yourself, if she decides that she would like to also express herself, then that is a complete underhaul to your emotional system. I tried in my last review to be clinical and not cynical, okay? I tried in my last review to give him the benefit of the doubt. I tried in my last review, but this is bullshit, okay? This is manipulation at its finest, okay? This is a way to, you know what? I can't just straight up tell her to shut up. So, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I'm telling him I'm depressed and make her leave me alone. And Marcel is using the term depression to back people off of him. Because you can't push a depressed person. You can't question a depressed person. You can't tell a depressed person to get over it. You can't just tell them to do better. You have to be very, very delicate with how you approach the issue of depression. Because if you're not, you can trigger any sort of outburst or reaction that you don't intend to. So it's like dealing with hazardous materials. You have to be very, very careful and skilled in terms of the approach to it. So he's using it to back people off of him. I was quite disgusted at the insinuation that Tisha and her having an opinion or her needing to voice her opinion is the foundation of his depression. That is a new low. I was absolutely disgusted. I've lost respect and I have no words. This episode came to an end with Mel and Martell meeting at, I guess, somebody's Starbucks to get to moving furniture. These people go to these people's establishment in the middle of the day to argue out loud in front of other people, trying to enjoy a cup of coffee. Next time, take y'all ass to the juke joint. Take y'all ass down to the Sugar Shack. Or somewhere where they are equipped for y'all's kind of drama. Because this is some bullshit, okay? First of all, let me just say this. For Martell to have the absolute audacity to bring Mel to this establishment for the sake of telling her, I want to take the kids from you, all you wanted was a scene. Okay, Martell don't want no damn custody. Martell wants control. And not only does he want control, he wants the opportunity to make Mel look the way she made him look. So if I tell you, you got too many babysitters, you're doing too much, you always run around, rather than have other people keep the kids, call me to keep them. Here's the thing. You cannot force her into becoming a single mother and then want to dictate to her how to manage being a single mother. If you didn't want her to be a single mother the way she's being a single mother, you should have been a better husband. Period. Period. You don't get to turn this lady's life over. I don't even like this girl. But you don't get to turn this lady's life upside down and then go about, well, you got so-and-so keeping the kids, so-and-so keeping the kids, and so-and-so. Well, maybe, if you were a better co-parent, hell with the husband part, because we know you've obliterated that. If you were a better co-parent, maybe this wouldn't be an issue. And a better co-parent wouldn't bring your teammate to this coffee shop in the middle of the day to turn their day upside down where I don't think you need to have custody of the kids because you got too much going on. First of all, the plan all along while we were making these kids was for me to have all this going on. The issue is you messed up the plan when you stepped out. Now, does she have her accountability? Y'all know I hold Mel accountable. Y'all know she don't get off scot-free with me. She has accountability when it comes to her marriage with me, okay? However, Martell needs his entire ass whooped behind bringing this lady to this restaurant to tell her, I want you to give me custody of the kids, only for him to sit his ass in the confessional and turn around and say, well, I'm busy too, but I'll only need 1 or 2 babysitters, so I don't have the time either. I don't have the resources either. I need support with my kids too. But I just want to take it out of her hands so that I can get on the internet, so I can get on the streets of the interweb and say, look, y'all, look, see what kind of mama she is? She'd rather be out here trying to be a singer and trying to be famous and trying to be on TV than to be a parent. I got to have the kids. I got full custody of the kids. That's all you want. You ain't fooling no damn body. So you and your 2 little ass clothes can go on up the street and get the hell on out my face with this. See, this is exactly why I skipped last damn week. This is why I wasn't going to review last week. Because, see, this is the mild version. This is the mild version of the absolute ass that episode made me act. Okay? Listen, I was absolutely disgusted with that last scene. They both pissed me off. They were both absolutely childish. We got to keep hearing, if you keep your penis in your house, so if you, we know, we already know. You want to carry on by, yeah, you was going to the hotel with the men's. Y'all been cheating on each other for years, okay? Y'all have been cheating on each other for years. We get it. We receive it. We accept it. Can we please move on? You get the kids for a week. You get the kids for a week. And y'all go sit y'all asses down. Because, y'all's children are more mature than y'all. That's it. And hey, I don't often agree with Mel, but this particular time, I kind of did. I kind of didn't, but I kind of did. I kind of understood exactly where she was coming from because Martell need to go to hell. But having said all that, that was the end of the episode. That's all I got for this episode because I don't have the ability to apply intelligence to this. I just ain't got it. Okay? That's the majority of the key points I wanted to address. That's probably the whole damn episode. It was just too much for me. It was too much drama. I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to be bothered with it. So as always, I thank you for coming down here and listening to me, letting me get it off my chest. I really, really appreciate you. Please be sure to share the page with somebody. Like, comment, subscribe. There's a bell somewhere you're supposed to be clicking. So you know when I get to clicking. Okay? Because I clicks and flashes. Please come back for next week's review. Until next time, love you, mean it. Bye.